The views and opinions expressed by the guest author or speaker during this live session are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of Reader's Magnet. The content shared is for informational purposes only and does not constitute endorsement or promotion of any particular belief, ideology, or product.
Hello, authors, book lovers, and storytellers. Welcome to another awesome day here at RM Hive. You're tuning into Reader's Magnet's featured author interview, and I'm your host, Revan. Today's episode explores the power of family, faith, and the quiet ways adults shape young lives. Our guest has spent years serving her community through education, literacy, and parish ministry, always with a heart for learning and connection. Drawing from her personal experiences and a deep appreciation for family relationships, she brings warmth and insight to her work. She is the author of Grandpa Nick's Bump, a touching story celebrating special grandchildren and the importance of grandfatherhood. Let's welcome Lynda Daniele. Hi, Linda. Thank you for
Hey,
joining us here today. How are
hi,
you?
Ron. It's nice to be here. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm actually very happy that you're here with me because I'm actually familiar with you already because I first got familiar with you back in 2024, I believe, because you were with us during the Festival of Storytellers chapter 5. So
Yes,
I
I
still
do.
remember you were having your session and you were promoting your book, and then there were amazing artworks behind you.
Yes. The
Yeah, I
kids.
remember that. Yeah.
Yes. I think I've been in the festival the whole time since you started, like
Uh-huh.
7 years. Yep. Yeah. During COVID, you guys came up during COVID with having the
Yeah, during
virtual book
COVID.
fair, and this is so exciting. It's just wonderful
Yes.
to be part of.
That's
Mhm.
that's really good to know because I wasn't here during the COVID
Right.
yet. So I came after the
Yeah,
COVID.
that's why this was invented, though, was because we couldn't get out and about and do different things with our books. So they were very smart. They came up with this idea.
Hmm.
Hi,
And you can actually
Dorothy.
get to promote your books. Yeah.
Yes,
You have
yes.
to go anywhere. Just sit in your office, in your room, and just talk about your book with the readers and other authors as well, which actually makes a lot of sense. So as a reader myself, I really actually love watching the sessions with the authors because I get to learn a lot of things. So
Mhm.
I've watched a lot of roundtable sessions, and I've actually written some stories based on what I've learned from all of these sessions. So it's actually really nice to hear from you guys, the professional authors out there. So by the way, Linda, you're still one of our featured authors this coming Festival of Storytellers Chapter 7. So how do you feel about that? Are you
Oh,
excited about your
excited.
sessions?
I'm excited about it because the festival is like it's a really big deal. It's a big
Yeah.
deal during the year, and I just look forward to it every year to be able to do this. And be able to get my ideas and my thoughts out to people. It's quite a wonderful platform to be able to
Hmm.
use. So this is really good. It's really good. Yes.
Yeah.
So the book that I have there is that you see right there, which I have also a copy here, is Grandpa
Yes,
Nick's
it's also
Farm.
here.
Yes, and
What is this book about?
it's about my husband who has since passed away, but four little children, my neighbors across the street, um,
Hmm.
asked him one day to be their grandfather, and he said, "Of course I will be." When they realized they didn't have one, and so it's going from having a new grandfather, being a neighbor, but being a new grandfather, to when he became very ill with meningioma, and he did pass away. So it's that story of death and dying for children, but
Hmm.
it's not sad. It's not a sad book at all. And one of the things that children have to do is
Hmm.
find the Holy Spirit dove in all of my
Mm.
books, even in the other two. They have to find the little dove. So here is Maggie. Let me see if
Mhm.
I can get this. Maggie
Oh, yes.
running, and they're just playing around and fooling around. And then over here, and I always get this mixed up, is the Holy Spirit dove. So,
Oh, so it's
yeah,
like a hidden Mickey.
Yes, yes. So you have to find the Holy Spirit
Love
on
that.
every page, and that is also with my next book as well, which is The Adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A. This is
Mm-hmm.
the latest one, and you also have to find the Holy Spirit in on these pages as well. Let me see
Mm-hmm.
if I get a good one. Yeah, here's one where they're taking a. These are all true stories,
Mm-hmm.
and so the Holy Spirit is here in the
Mm-hmm.
tree. And this is a picnic page where we're taking having a picnic.
Mm-hmm.
And in this story, the Model A, it's a real Model A, 1931 Ford. Um, she talks and she is very sassy. Her voice is about
Nice.
5 years
Very
old, and she's very sassy. So that's it's a funny story. But
and
all the
interesting as
adventures
well.
are true. Yeah, yeah.
So
So
with all of these stories, um, they have common denominators. We have Nick in every story, and the Holy Spirit as well, the doves. So, how what inspired you to actually put them in these series of stories?
right. Well, basically, after my husband passed away, I was just miserable, just not in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided I was going to go to the YMCA in my
Mm-hmm.
local area here, which is only a few miles away, and
Mm-hmm.
I started to take a writing class, and the writing class was wonderful. And they said, like beginning writers always, you write what you know. And
Uh-huh.
I
True.
was kind of having a hard time. So that's where the first book, the Grandpa Nick's Bump book,
Mm-hmm.
that one was first because I had to write about him. And it's a true story as well, because the children really did ask him to be
Mm-hmm.
their grandfather. So it's all these stories are true.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started off with this, and it really, in the series, it ends up being the last one. But I started with this one, and then in between is Grandpa Nick the conductor,
Mm-hmm.
and he was a conductor at a local trolley museum with my
Mm-hmm.
son. And it's a story about finding something in the trolley barn. There's something hiding in the trolley barn. So there's the three books, and then the Model A story is the last one that I did so far.
Mm-hmm.
Down the road, I might do a fourth one, but for right now, I have the three, and it is all the characters. Every book has Grandpa Nick and the Holy Spirit, because without the Holy Spirit, I can't do much.
Mm-hmm. You know what? You actually inspire me to like write stories right now because I'm just really amazed how you actually transformed this experience, this grief. You transformed it into a story that is actually really sweet. So I was
Oh,
like, oh, the story is really sweet. Saying with all those children, like, can you be our grandpa? And then
huh?
knowing that they didn't have a grandpa, and Nick actually accepted. And
As a neighbor, he
yeah, as
did.
a neighbor.
These are the pictures of the children.
And there
So
are photos. Yeah.
yes,
How are they now, by the way?
oh my goodness, they're out of college. They're all grown up. They're all working. They're all over the place. The four of
Oh.
them. So they were excited, and they actually helped me write this, in that
Mm-hmm.
they did the drawings first. They did like
Mm-hmm.
the draft of the drawings, and then I mailed them into Reader's Magnet. And your
Mm-hmm.
artists, who are wonderful, they did the drawing from the children's drawings.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually helped me to write that. And on the Model A story, my granddaughter helped me to do some of the
Mm-hmm.
clothing and things like that. And in here, I also have real pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like newspaper articles in
Nice.
there too as well. So real adventures. This was a trip to Brooklyn, and it was
Mm-hmm.
the London to Brighton. It was a reenactment of the London to Brighton run with the Model A. So
Mm-hmm.
So it's and again, the character is she's very sassy. She's just
I really
she doesn't understand people.
yeah.
So
I also really love the fact that you are combining the world of imagination and real world at once. I
yes,
love that. I love. How did you did you just got the idea one day, like it's like ding, oh, I have to write this, or did you have a plan on it all along?
it just kind of came about. I didn't know how it
Mhm.
was going to turn out at all. It just sort of, as I kept working on it, it's like, oh, all right, let's try this and let's see if that works. Like on the Model A story, whenever she speaks, let's see if I can get a page so you can see it. Whenever she speaks, there's a little car. There's something called Rebus reading. I don't know if everybody
Mhm.
knows what that is, but over here, there's
Mhm.
a little car. So little children, when they're looking at the pages, they know when she's talking because the Model A
Oh,
car is right there. So wherever you see a
really
Model A
nice.
car, her name is Hazel. And
Uh-huh.
whenever Hazel is talking, there's a Model A car. Here's a couple of them here on this page.
Nice.
Over here,
So
there's
the
one over there. Yeah,
storyteller during bedtime stories will also know when to sound like Hazel.
exactly, exactly. So
Perfect.
that's just kind of a fun thing. I used to do that when I taught little nursery school, folks. So I just the little children. I just love teaching little kids. So
Yeah.
there's so much.
And you know what? I just want to say, having this idea is also the work of the Holy Spirit, because you
I,
just
yes, yes.
yeah,
I I I
amazing.
do I do feel like he's helped me all the way through, and without that, I don't know where I would have been because after my husband died, I was just in a really bad place. But the
Hmm.
writing really was cathartic to me, and it really did help. It really did
And I
help.
felt it, and I felt it while we were having this conversation as well.
There's
Yeah, thank you so much for
a
that.
little thing here. How would you describe Grandpa Nick's bump to parents and children who are discovering it for the first time?
Hmm.
Um, it's a story. It is a story about. I would tell parents. It is a story about death and dying, and there's not many children's books out there about losing a family or a friend. There's a lot of books out there about losing a pet, maybe a kitty or a doggy or something like
Hmm.
that. But there's not many books that are out there about actually losing a person. So I just, and I felt like it was really important to do that. But it again, it's not sad. It is.
Yes.
Hopefully I've done it in a way where it's like heaven is a castle,
Hmm.
and underneath the rainbow there is the Holy Spirit,
Hmm.
So it's and it's the children question. They have their questions. What's going on? And they are sad,
Hmm.
But the Holy Spirit's right on little Sean's head, and he's with us no matter what. And he's with us on sad days, and he's with us on happy days. And like they made cards for him,
Hmm.
that kind of thing. So, um, and you just kind of it's like one day at a time. You go through this process, and the writing really does help. I would suggest to anybody who's having a hard time with anything that you get a piece of paper and a pencil. Doesn't cost much to do that, and just
True.
start journaling. It really
Yes.
truly does make a difference.
I love that. Start journaling like right now. I love that.
Exactly, exactly, and it really can help. And and then when you look back, if you journal quite often, you look back and you see that growth.
True.
Without it, you don't see it. You feel like there's no change at all in how you feel. you know
Yes.
but and the other thing is to help somebody else. Sometimes we have to get out of our head, and
Yes.
we have to help somebody else go through something where we're not just thinking about ourselves. That's an
Yes.
important thing to do.
Yes. And for all our viewers out there, by the way, Lynda Daniele right here is one of our featured authors at the Festival of Storytellers Chapter 7, happening on January 19 to February 1. So, by the way, if you don't know, the Festival of Storytellers is back. and bigger than ever. It's the world's largest virtual book event, and it returns to spotlight incredible authors like Linda and the stories that inspire us all. So, this exciting annual festival brings authors and readers together for meaningful conversations, creative connections, and unforgettable storytelling moments. Again, happening on January 19 to February 1, 2026, the Festival of Storytellers lets you experience the magic without leaving home. So grab your device, get comfy, and dive into 2 weeks of stories, ideas, and inspiration. So whether you're an author ready to shine or a book lover eager to explore, this event is for you. So visit us at www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com. Once again, that's www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com and sign up today. And don't miss the stories everyone will be talking about, such as this one, Grandpa Nick's Bump, and all of Linda's other books. And by the way, Linda, which part of the book did you have the most challenging time writing?
Um, hmm. I think well, with the Model A story, I really think it was whittling down all the different trips that we had taken, because we traveled a lot in the old car, and so I think it was a lot of it was trying to figure out which story I was going to put in. That took a little bit. That did take a little bit to be able to do. Yeah.
Nice. And right now, I'm going to give you the spotlight. So I need you to talk about your books right there. So I believe you have 3 books. This is your turn. This is your time to shine. Tell us where we can find it and what these books are.
Okay. Okay. Well, the book that you have, I always do this backwards. It's this way. The Grandpa Nick's Bump was the first one that I wrote, and again, it's about my husband. All these are about my husband, and wanting to be a grandfather to the children that lived across the street. And then the other one, the next one that I did was Grandpa Nick the Conductor. And Nick was a trolley operator at a local trolley museum with my son. They both were operators. And it's about finding something very special in the trolley barn. I don't want to say what it is, but they find a little surprise in the trolley barn. And it's all about that. And then the new one that this is my only copy. It's like just brand new. The Adventures of Grandpa Nick and the Model A. And again, in my book, the car talks, and her name is Hazel. Her voice is about 5 years old, and she's just really sassy, and she's funny, and she doesn't understand people at all.
Sassy Hazel.
Yep, that's Hazel. And so you can get them at Reader's Magnet, which would be wonderful, because Reader's Magnet is a wonderful company. And you just go to their website, and you can go right into the author's lounge, and they have a little bookshop online as well. And you can just order whatever you would like to do. And also on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. I think it's at Walmart, and it's also on Books A Million. I think it's really out there. So the 3 of them are out there.
Yes, so, all right.
Yes.
Lynda Daniele, everybody get your copy of Grandpa Nick's Bump and all her other books available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, Books A Million, and of course, ReadersMagnet.com.
Yes.
So, Lynda, it has been an awesome time with you. I really appreciate this moment with you. So if I finally get to talk to you after I watch you have your sessions before that I've seen with Readers Magnet. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So guys, let's open the pages and unravel the secrets of your personal odyssey. And I believe that your ink never runs dry. So go tell your story, storyteller. This is your host, Revan, and Lynda, as we say it here at Readers Magnet. We share your story
with the world.
Bye for now. Stay awesome.
Take care. Thank you.